Results of West Palm Beach's downtown mobility study are in, with some proposals already in effect. During a presentation in City Commission chambers, Gabe Klein, co-founder of CityFi, as well as experts from Alta Planning and Design, outlined short, medium, and long-term proposals, including easing traffic congestion by getting people out of their cars and onto their feet.
And so the pedestrian is, by default, the priority. It's also the indicator species of a healthy city. Healthy economically, healthy health-wise, right? Public safety, the more people on the street, the safer people are.
But the aim is also to create a mobility network that puts people first by giving them better choices. Those include making it easier to use public transit, with suggestions ranging from extending bus and trolley routes to building facilities for people to store their bicycles when they get off the bus or train. Encouraging carpooling and even sharing cars to cut down on traffic is on the list of priorities, as is replacing some cars with bikes.
Ultimately, the plan is to turn the majority of our streets into bike-friendly streets, and the presence of bicycle facilities, and that could be anything from bike lanes, protected bike lanes, or even bike boulevards.
And in fact, the study recommends increasing dedicated bike trails from the current 2 miles to 17 miles, a hike of 600%. But all roadways would not be set aside just for bicyclists. The study calls for rebuilding and redesigning 60% of downtown streets to make not just bike riding, but also walking and driving safer and more pleasant, with wider sidewalks, more shade trees, and better lighting at night.
So this is an example of quadrille today, and this is an example of what it could potentially be in the future.
Some of those changes could happen fairly quickly, like planting trees and converting some one-way streets into two-way. Pilot projects are already in progress, like Flagler Shore, where 2 lanes of Flagler Drive have been reclaimed for pedestrians and bicyclists, and community events are now underway.
So wake me up when it's all over.
But other recommendations are for the long term, like choosing from among several options to improve areas with specific traffic challenges, like the Okeechobee corridor.
Long term, there's a plan to improve and sort of dramatically change Australian and Okeechobee, that intersection.
Among the options presented in the study are ways to move traffic over or under the current roadway, plans that would involve building new roads, tunnels, or overpasses, and could prove costly. The City Commission will discuss the results during a workshop in December, with further details on all the proposals included in a final report to be presented to the City Commission in January. The Commission will then decide which proposals they'd like to set into motion. The public has been included in several meetings and charrettes, with some participants' suggestions included in the report.
What are you going to do to encourage new people that are coming here to carpool or park or ride share?
If you'd like to give your input, you can send an email to mobility@wpb.org. This is Cheryl Kahn reporting for WPB-TV.